Okay. I'm Rob. Rob Bildner, and together with Elisa Bildner, we were very honored as the co-founders of the Foundation for Jewish Camp to receive the Shapiro Prize, and we're pleased to make this presentation. For much of JFN's history, JFN has awarded a prize honoring Sidney Shapiro, who was a founding member of JFN and a hero to many in the world of progressive Jewish philanthropy. Sidney was a long-standing executive director of the Levinson Foundation, a founder of the Coalition for Alternatives in Jewish Education and Lilith magazine, and an early champion of the Chavurah movement. In his honor, and for what he did to lay the foundation for JFN, JFN established the Sidney Shapiro Tzedakah Award in 1997. In 2013, JFN decided to change the name to the Shapiro Prize for Excellence in Philanthropic Collaboration, feeling that it was important to meld the legacy of one of the leading lights of Jewish philanthropy with the core mission of JFN. Sidney was himself known for his collaborative approach to funding. Sidney died 9 years ago, but the JFN community thinks that he would have approved of the name change. He'd be even more pleased by the quality of entries we received. The selection committee had a tough job. And that's a good thing because it shows that more funders recognize that joined together, their giving can be more impactful and longer lasting.
Rob and I were grateful 2 years ago when we, on behalf of the Foundation for Jewish Camp, along with the Samuel Bronfman Foundation and the Wexner Foundation, received the inaugural Shapiro Prize for our collaborative work that helped to create the FJC. We know that this award is about moving the field forward. And in these complicated times, collaboration, rather than going it alone, is necessary more than ever. We are delighted to announce that the winners of the 2016 prize have long collaborated in supporting the Shahaf Foundation, a partnership I'll thank you on behalf of Shahaf, but more applause at the end. A partnership among 16 funders from Israel and around the world, jointly investing funds and directing the foundation's strategy, grant-making, research, and evaluation. Shahaf focuses its philanthropy on decreasing inequality in Israeli society by empowering the young mission-driven communities movement, in which groups of young adults settle permanently in towns and neighborhoods in Israel's social and geographic periphery and commit to living active community lives. Their activities include joint study, sharing a social vision, and working together with the goal of creating equality of opportunity. More than 200 young communities, including more than 10,000 young adults, are active in over 80 urban locations throughout Israel, representing a wide spectrum of Israeli society, including graduates of pioneering youth movements, religious Zionist young adults, immigrants from Ethiopia and the former Soviet Union, and young adults from the Jewish and Arab sectors who grew up in disadvantaged towns and chose to build communities in their hometowns. To accept the Shapiro Prize for Excellence in Philanthropic Collaboration, please join us in honoring Dr. Chaya Jamshi, CEO of the Shahaf Foundation. Now a really big applause.
Good afternoon. It's a great honor for me to be here to receive this distinguished prize on behalf of our partners. It is also an opportunity to very briefly tell you about the activities and successes of the Shahaf Foundation. My late parents, Eti and Yechiel, immigrated to mandatory Palestine in 1948, before the establishment of the State of Israel. They were Holocaust survivors. They reached the shores of their new home and were determined to build a nation for the Jewish people. Their main challenge was to build a new country, drain the swamps, pave the roads, develop the agriculture, and together create an equal, democratic, and just society. This pioneering work continues today. Members of the mission-driven communities, which operate with our support, are ideological young adults. They are determined to make a significant change in the weakest area of Israel's society. These areas are the country's geographic and social periphery. The aim of these communities, young people, is to drain Israel's social swamps. These young activists go to marginal areas of Israel's society. There, they push for change in areas such as education, welfare, the community, and the environment. Local residents often join their effort, and together, they work to transform cities and fringe neighborhoods and make them a better place to live. There are over 200 mission-driven communities today, spread out in 80 locations throughout the country. The communities movement has over 10,000 members, not including tens of thousands of volunteers. These communities touch the whole spectrum of Israel's society, religious, secular, Olim from the former Soviet Union and Ethiopia, Druze and Arab citizens, enabling Israel youth to fulfill its dreams and spread its wings. I take this opportunity to thank and acknowledge all of the partners of the Shahaf Foundation. There are 16 donors and funds, half of them from Israel and half from abroad. They have joined forces to promote and develop these communities in Israel. This is a unique partnership that brings together donors from different walks of life to one main joint aim, strengthening Israel's society. I would like to thank the Shapiro Prize Review Committee for selecting the Shahaf Foundation for this distinguished award, and in doing so, recognizing the importance of our work. This will help us continue our efforts to boost our communities and widen our scope. I would also like to give a special thanks to Avi Naor, the founder and chairman of the Shahaf, who has been investing in these communities for over a decade. Avi, please join me. Here are the names of our partners. Some of them are here today. I would like to call them up to receive this prize with us. The Ted Harrison Family Foundation, the Gandir Foundation, Joseph and Harvey Meyer Family Charitable Funds, the Morningstar Foundation, the Russell Berry Foundation, the United Jewish Endowment Fund of the Jewish Federation of Greater Washington, Mario Segal, the Steinert Family Foundation Israel, UJA Federation of New York, Yad Nadiv, Shaul and Batya Shani, the Rashi Foundation, the Ness Foundation, the Jewish Agency for Israel. Once again, thank you all.